Oh, can you hear my daughter singing?
What's up, everybody? How we doing today? Welcome to another episode
Good.
of Frameless and Playful. It's the second time recording now you while you're in Cali, and this time you got more stuff in the house.
Yes. My big ottoman just came in as well, so I'm like super duper happy.
And June look, hey,
But yeah, my furniture. I had to buy a new TV. Sorry, I had to buy a new TV. But yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, they're gonna pay you for the TV they broke anyway,
Yeah, get your money back.
and then you can buy another one.
Well, I won that TV for free with my last apartment raffle, like around Christmas 2019. So I don't even know how much that TV is, but I still have like the little the receipts papered, but I didn't even look at it.
I'm sure you could Google it. They'll pay whatever value it is today. So I mean, it is what it is. At least you get something for it, especially if you didn't pay for it before. You're gonna get something in the, you're in the positive now. June, what's up? You look like you just laying there. You catching your breath, bro? What's going on?
I am. I feel like you see Cool Runnings? I've been like Sanka, you dead? Yeah, man. That's exactly what I feel like right now.
Well,
I'm good though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're in kind of shape. You know what I'm saying? You're not like me. You're not big like me. So you running, it's a lot easier than me running. I run a block and I'm gonna be like, Bree, bring the golf cart. Let's go. I can't do it. I can't do it. You, that's different. You know what I'm saying? What, Bree? I'm just being honest. You know what I mean?
It was the way you said it. You're not big like me, but
He's not. June's in shape. I saw him in his khakis. He looked like when we pinned him. You know what I'm saying? Like when we had the first time. I was like, damn, he ain't changed one bit. You see me in my khakis? No, it looked like I had to get a new pair. Anyway, so enough with the jokes and me having my moment of stand-up. Bree, what is going on? What do we have in store today for the fans and the listeners?
So before we start our topics, I want to give my condolences and prayers to Shaq Barrett's family as they lost a 2-year-old daughter from drowning in a swimming pool. He's a linebacker for the Buccaneers, so I just wanted to send my condolences, my thoughts and prayers to him and his family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's devastating. When I saw it, having children, I just couldn't imagine. And your thing is, you get these pools. You get these things to make it better for the kids, for them to have more. And something like that to happen, as a parent, you blame yourself. I know I would blame myself. I don't know how he's feeling, but I know I would definitely be upset. Like, oh man, did I not have the gate up? Did I not close the door? Did I leave the patio open? There's so much. But anyway, man, shout out to him and his family. Rest in peace. Prayers and I hope they find peace in the midst of this darkness.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right, so first we have, let me go to my notes. NFL draft recap. So NFL draft was last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We saw all 7 rounds of it. So one by one, we'll talk about how we think our team drafted. And then afterwards, I'll open up the NFL's best grades and worst grades for the draft of 2023. So Frank, you want to go first?
So the first he went defense first round, not surprised. But then he did something in the later rounds that he's never done before, and I'm saying Belichick. He took 2 wide receivers in the same round. He's never done that before. So that tells me that he saw value in these 2 wide receivers and he took them. Patriots are a very strategic organization. Belichick is very methodical. Once he has an idea in his mind of what he wants, what it works, he's going to go after it. I think having Bill O'Brien there is going to help him choose certain things with the way they want the offense to go. So I'm not going to say I'm overly, what's the word? I'm not going to say that I'm over the hill and just happy with what we did. A lot of I felt we needed wide receivers, top name wide receivers, quality wide receivers. And I felt that maybe we should have went after DeAndre Hopkins. That's just me, or Judy. But we'll see what happens with it. I don't think we fixed the issues that we had. I don't think we did that, but we'll see. AFC's tight, man. AFC's rough. There's a lot of competition in AFC.
June.
Well, what can I say?
I'm finna. June think he's slick. I got something for him.
What can I say? So I'm just gonna name a few names here, and then I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna tie that in really quick. Fletcher Cox, talent, leadership. Brandon Graham, talent, leadership. Bradbury, talent, character, leadership. Slay, talent, leadership. Oh gosh, I'm gonna need one more just because. Jalen Hurts, character, talent, leadership, right? Then I got Jordan Davis, talent, Dean, Nakobe Dean, talent, Carter, talent, Smith, talent, Swift, talent, right? And my point of all that is just saying that we signed the right people for the right situations. Right, we sign our veterans to that provide the talent, but more importantly, that leadership, right? And we now drafted nothing but talent, right? And they're going to learn from those veterans. And I think how we hit the mark when you combine both of those things put together. So, shout out to the Eagles for doing what they do, for doing what they did, right? And it's a cheap buy. I mean, you're signing them to rookie contract deals for the next few years. It doesn't get any better than that. And my main man behind me right there, high five, buddy. Hold up. Main man, 400 grand, high fiving everybody right now. Howie, good job.
All right, so I changed my background too. So shout out to Omar, right? Omar Khan, it was his first year as our Pittsburgh Steelers GM, and he drafted so flawlessly, okay? The highlight of my draft was definitely the entire draft when it came to Pittsburgh. So I'm just gonna give my thoughts on some players, not all. So offensive tackle. Let me take this seat on my mouth. Broderick Jones. I think he was an incredible and amazing first round pick. Very, very excited that picket fence is going to be very strong. So I'm very excited for him. In the second round, pick number 1, we drafted Joey Porter Jr. A lot of people don't know. His dad played for the Steelers. So his dad was drafted by the Steelers. He was drafted by Pittsburgh 24 years after his dad was. So I think 20-something years after his dad was. So shout out to that monster beast cornerback. So very excited for him. And then my favorite is tight end Darnell Washington. He was the best tight end coming into the NFL draft. We put him up in the 3rd round. I was confused as to so many teams passed him up. A lot of the analysts thought he was going to be taken either in the 1st round or early 2nd round, and we picked him up in the 3rd round. I think that's a big steal. He's a big tight end. He's a monster. And I know he's going to bring a special type of talent when it comes to Pittsburgh. We always draft good receivers and good tight ends. So us getting him, I'm so happy about that, especially now that Freiermuth is a little bit injury prone. He gets injured a lot now. We have a powerhouse like Darnell Washington. But overall, I want to give a big shout out to this man right here. Omar, first draft was super successful, and I'm very, very, very proud of him. Also, one more person is Nick Herbig. We did take his brother from the Philadelphia Eagles, so we have another set of brothers. The team brotherly love and family. So he's also a beast linebacker. I watch his highlight tapes, but I think all of our picks were super, super duper good. So I'm very, very excited. Again, good job, Omar.
I like the way you guys took oh boy, his son. That's one of the big because he was there with his dad when his dad won the Super Bowl with you guys, and then to now play for the same team that his dad played for so many years and got a Super Bowl ring with. I think it's amazing. So my question to you, because you mentioned the tight end.
There you go, right there.
Yeah, that's it right there. So, Bree, the guy that the Buffalo Bills moved up to take above the Cowboys, Kincaid or something like that, was a tight end. That he was the better tight end. Oh, like
so there were 3 tight ends that they said were like the top 3, right? Okay. But Darnell is tall, like bigger, stronger, and faster.
Okay.
If you watched him playing in Georgia, he looked like looked like George Pickens, but more and shorter catches. That's what I was trying to say. More midfield than outfield.
Okay.
So he does the unthinkable, but I think because his size, like he's huge. Like that's a big boy.
Okay. That's
a big boy.
I was just wondering because they were talking.
Yeah, but no, there were 3 of the top tight ends. That's a big. I'm gonna try. Let me just show my screen over. That's a big man. He calls himself the 6th lineman. That's how big he is.
Okay.
But he's a tight end.
He's like a traditional tight end then. Not he's big, he can catch the ball, block.
That's a big boy. Oh, I forgot to have my green screen on.
Yeah. Okay, I see him. He does look huge. Pause. Very big guy.
Pause. Yeah, it is a big boy. Very strong, super fast too. So, but I am very, very, very excited. So now I'm gonna take this green screen off. Actually, I'm gonna leave him on. So, with that being said, we have.
I just want to say I think it's BS how the NFL wanted to give my dude a year analysis. Howie, he's just a GM, guys. Leave him out of it.
Oh, the Philadelphia Bulldogs. So, so we had the 5 best draft classes of 2023. At number 1, they had the Seattle Seahawks. At number 2, they had the Pittsburgh Steelers. At number 3, they had the Philadelphia Eagles. At number 4, they had the Houston Texans. And at number 5, they had the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I would say, me personally, I would do Eagles, Texans, Steelers, Seahawks, then Colts. And that will be my order. I think the Eagles had the best draft this year, and the Texans right behind them. Which is very, very scary because the Texans also had the best free agency at the same time as well. They picked up all those people with still a lot of money left. And then they went and got the quarterback that I thought was going to go to Carolina, but they went and got CJ, who to me is more of a powerhouse than Bryce. They're both really, really good. And they did fabulous, and they have back-to-back draft picks. So I'm very excited to see what type of damage they're going to do in that division.
Yeah, I think I don't recall the Seahawks, like their splash they made. I do recall the Texans, and I was talking about the Texans. Eagles did well. They did great. They added to what they had. So June is the reason I would say I would even have them that high, is because the talent they already have as veterans on the team is going to develop them players even more. The team that like the Eagles already had
they got steals.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I feel like when it comes to best draft classes is who they got. And it makes no sense that they went and got 4 people from the University of Georgia in the first 3 rounds who were untouched, like by other people, like, and that's why everybody was mad. It was like, what the hell? How did y'all leave them open for Philadelphia to get them?
Yeah, no, yeah.
But they were smart. It was very smart.
The impact with Texans doing what they did is why I probably would have put the Texans above, just above. Eagles definitely. Texans and Eagles, I would say top 2 in the
Probably
draft.
tie, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean
They
the
were
only
top
reason
2, definitely.
the Eagles are gonna be eating anyways, so they don't really need these rookies to pop off. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't need it.
No, but they drafted defense where they needed. Like they drafted where they needed, and it was for that defense. And they drafted strong people.
Yeah, but like he also mentioned, the training is there. The mentorship is gonna be there to help. You see what I'm saying? So where the Texans
Yeah.
like a fresh team. Texans is
Fresh,
like,
yeah, fresh start.
yeah, they got freshmen and they
Fresh
got
start.
sophomores. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
like you said, they drafted a whole football team and still got enough draft capital to draft another
Still
one.
had the and still had the second most in cap
So
space.
the top 2 could be Eagles and Texans. Texans and Eagles. I don't think anybody's gonna complain too much about that. And then the rest can fall how they fall. But yeah,
And they can
that's how I see it.
Oh,
It's all rough.
I know. You don't have to.
All right. Before we move on, do you want to recap
With the
how you
whistle.
think your team did in the draft?
Whistle.
Mickey?
Nick, you want to recap how your team did in the draft?
My team drafted.
Well, you look just like that meme right now.
Listen, my team drafted everything they need in the draft. However, drafted positions at the wrong
In the wrong place.
yeah.
Wrong time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all gave up a lot of y'all spots. Y'all traded
Very
spots.
ridiculous. Very ridiculous. I mean, our very first draft pick, I thought okay, all right, because Cam Robinson is going to get suspended, so they plugged somebody in that hole. But if we remember last week when we was in the same position talking, and I told y'all, I wouldn't be mad if we focus on our offensive line, but we need to beef up our defense. The defensive side was the side I felt like needed the most attention. So I don't understand how we picking defensive players in the 4th, 5th, 6th round. Like that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? We addressed it, but at what round? Look what we gave up. And not gave up like we gave up a person, but look how many draft thingies that we pushing back where we need help in our defensive side. Like, there's certain positions that you can possibly get in the 6th round that might turn around years later and become the MVP, right? Obviously, I'm talking about somebody, but you never see that on somebody on the defensive side. If you're not picking top tier, you saying a prayer. You're saying a prayer for your team that the upcoming season. So I don't know. Last year I felt that we made some moves that I didn't disagree, but I thought we paid too much for. You know what I'm saying? I felt like some moves that we made was a little bit of reach. And I'm not talking about draft. I'm just talking about all together, which it pinned out successful for us. So I guess I'm just gonna be like, I hope when the season starts that we remain where we ended in being top of our division. But it's hard to say that when I feel like we address certain issues so late in the draft. So I don't know.
I think you guys, I don't know. Like, I get what you're saying, but I also think, like, if there's another team that could pull off that type of draft strategy, right, will be the Patriots, right? And this is why I say this. I mean, the Patriots could sign, 53 nobodies and still make it work based off of their, the coaching over there or whatever it is. So, I mean, if they could do it, any team could do it. So it's all on that discipline. And I mean, there's hidden talent everywhere.
Yes.
I
agree.
think you guys are gonna be all right. I still think you guys will be good. Not trying to knock on the Patriots, Frank. I'm just trying to state it. You know what I mean?
No, I
Different,
mean-
different way to look at it.
That's not a bad way to look at it. I would agree with you when we had Brady there. You know what I'm saying? And we had a different organization there. There's a lot of talent in the later rounds. I can agree. And my team has made a living off of that. Brady, Edelman, just to name a few, you know, do you have players that ate and are legends in the Patriots locker room based off late rounds? I could see her frustration though, is every time your name came up, oh, the Jags are trading off their picks, you know? And I agree with the defense side, right? Because I'm gonna say this, but it's gonna go into something we're gonna talk about. I told Bree I wanted us to talk about is in the AFC, you need defense. The AFC, you're gonna need defense. I'm sorry. You're gonna need it.
Quarterbacks in the AFC.
Yeah, out of 32 quarterbacks, let's just keep it a buck. Probably about 10 of the best quarterbacks are in the AFC. Just being honest. You know what I'm saying? There's only one good quarterback in NFC, and that's Jalen Hurts. Everybody else is in the AFC. They all moved. You know what I mean? So it's like the competition is tough. So I see where she's coming from. It's not just about your division. It's also about the conference. You know, so
Right.
I get it, but we seen Dougie P win a Super Bowl with a backup. So, and we seen the leaps that Trevor took under Doug Peterson. So we just gotta hope that this man's vision of where he wants it to be is where he was at and doing what he was doing. You know, what's up, Nick?
So my thing, I don't disagree, right? You know, I think the hardest critic is like I will criticize myself harder than anybody would criticize me, right? So I think it's the same goes for my team. You know, let's talk about it. Last year, I was like, everybody's so Dougie P, and that he was never our first choice, right? And you can see the improvement he's made with the offensive side of the ball. Don't get me wrong. You get what I'm saying? I'm not against Dougie P, right? He's done his job. As the head coach, you know, where he's was a offensive player. Like he has strengthened where his strong points are, right? My only issue, and it just got nothing to do with him, is you're right. Like the biggest downfall, like I said, the Eagles was I felt like their defense needed help, right? And I'm just going back just to to counter what you're saying. And Dougie P has done great for our offense, but it's our defense that need the help. You get what I'm saying? So it's like nothing against him. He's done what he's doing or whatever. But even in, like I said it again, right? I said this last week. The game against the Chiefs, it was our fucking offense. I mean, our defense. Not they didn't cost us the game, but had they stopped the backup quarterback on that 95 yards, we probably would be talking a different story right now. That wasn't our offensive side. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look, I'm for it. And then again, I think another thing that's frustrating for me is we know we need to fix our defense side, and every other time the Jacksonville Jaguars get their pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars are giving their pick to the Jacksonville. Like, bro, we need a pick where we're supposed to pick them. Come on now. We was on the phone and I'm like, oh my gosh, get Nolan Smith. We traded our thing in the freaking next minute. The Eagles picked up Nolan Smith.
And, you know, I think as a fan, the hardest thing is to trust the people that control the teams that we're fans of, you know? I remember when we got rid of Jimmy G and I went to the EdSpec. I forgot his name in New England, June. And I asked him, Jimmy Ty, I was like, Jimmy, how you feel about us getting rid of Garoppolo? And he said, man, if Belichick got rid of him, something's wrong with him. And look, dude can't stay healthy. So I mean, sometimes we gotta trust that they see something we don't see, you know? So you never know. Sometimes one thing is not what you need, though, you know?
Yeah.
And then we have the 5 worst draft classes of 2023. At number 1, they had Denver Broncos. At number 2, they had the Miami Dolphins. At number 3, they had Washington Commanders. Number 4, they had Jacksonville Jaguars. And number 5, they had the Los Angeles Chargers.
I don't know why they're the
I don't
worst.
remember anything. I don't remember Chargers or Dolphins like at all in the draft.
So I'll be real with you, you know, and I don't know anybody else. And Nikki already said how she felt, so maybe that can count for her agreeing with this for the Jags. But I just, you know, some teams, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Justin Herbert. I mean, maybe the Chargers get more wide receivers. I mean, I don't know.
They did pick up. I think they picked up 2 total wide receivers in the draft.
Maybe they get more offensive line help to protect them. I don't know. The defense is supposed to be top of the line with all the names they got on it. So I can't really speak to this. I'm gonna see this and say it's okay. The Broncos, what did they need though? Besides their quarterback to play better, they have good wide receivers. They have a great defense. I mean, what more? A running back, maybe? I don't know. But the problem they had last year was that Russell wasn't cooking. He was microwaving everything. He wasn't even cooking. He couldn't boil water. You know what I'm saying? So now they got Sean Payton. So we'll see. I don't know. I think that's fine with me.
Okay. So while we're talking about the NFL draft, rank these second round draft picks. So you have Strahan, Gronkowski, Singletary, Favre, and Brees. So you're going to rank them 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st, number 1. So rank these second round draft picks.
All right, so I'll go first because I don't know, and I didn't see some of them, but I know people talk real good about Brett Favre. So I'll start with 5. Singletary, I don't even know who that is. I never saw Strahan play, so he gonna have to be my 3rd. Then Gronk would be, no, he gonna be my 4th. Gronk would be my 3rd. I never see Brett Favre, but everybody talks so well about him. But I saw Drew Brees, so it would be 2-1. I just thought Drew Brees took too long to retire, but
mine would go Drew Brees at number 5. Drew Brees, Brett Favre, Strahan, Singletary, then Gronk at number 1. I would put the number 1 is the one who had the most success out of these second round draft picks, and it was Gronk.
So I hate you.
What's funny?
I hate you for putting this up.
Why'd you hate me?
I do hate you.
For putting this up?
Because
I didn't make it.
So I didn't watch Singletary play, Nikki. He was way before our time. Okay?
Yes.
81, I was 2 years old. However, I'm a big Brett Favre fan. I'm a big Gronkowski fan. I respect the hell out of Strahan. Drew Brees changed the culture in New Orleans, and Singletary was a beast when he was a player. So if I had to rank them, I'm going to go Brett Favre number 1, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 ring, and 3 NFL MVPs back-to-back. Then I will go Gronk. Then I will go Brees, Strahan, and Singletary. And I might move Singletary up just because of what he means to the Bears. However,
yeah, it means a lot. Like he had a lot of success. I think mine's based on like the impact of success they've had coming out of the second round.
I mean, Gronk to me is the greatest.
Gronkowski has both Super Bowl rings.
Yeah,
so
I think he's the greatest.
That's why I put him number 1 because he has the most Super Bowl rings.
Like at this age, you can put him in a lineup and they still gonna double him. You know, so it doesn't really matter. But I give Brett Favre credit. He 3 NFL MVPs back to back. He took Green Bay to the Super Bowl since the 60s. You know what I'm saying? So I give him credit. I give him credit. And in all fairness, he won his first Super Bowl when Sharice was born, the same day. So I got to put him up to #1. So that's mine.
I have a Brett Favre jersey I got for $5.99 at the thrift shop.
That's a win. That's a win.
All right, Howie. I mean June. Sorry, it's just Howie staring right at us. So.
And I'm gonna agree with whoever chose Breeze first, Favre second, Gronk third, Singletary fourth, and Strahan fifth.
Very close to mine. I had Strahan fourth and Singletary fifth. But yeah, that was the only thing I had different.
Okay, that was the first round of pictures. We have more coming up soon. So next that's on our list was Jackson Holmes got arrested. Anybody care? So Jackson Mahomes, younger brother of Kansas City Chiefs Patrick Mahomes, arrested and charged on aggravated assault, sexual assault, and battery. So this stems after the manager of that bar pressed charges after he was seen forcefully grabbing her and kissing her. I want to say that was 2 weeks after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, but he was finally arrested. And in Kansas City, he's looking to face 48 months in prison and $300,000 fine as well.
I don't know if that says something about. Go ahead, Frank.
He's not gonna go to jail.
He's not.
He'll do probation. That was in Kansas City. That happened.
Yeah.
Holmes got him 2 Super Bowls in the last 3-4 years, and the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, what they call the greatest quarterback playing the game right now. Yeah, he's not going to jail.
Yeah.
Go ahead, June. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say I don't know if that says something about the justice system. I mean, let's perform an illegal act. Let's charge it as this, and let's arrest them 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, or whatever. Or that just says something about the news. I mean, I don't even know what. I don't even want to talk about him. I want to talk more about the police. Damn it. Justice for a damn police and a damn bartender or whatever she was.
Jackson Mahomes, if I'm Patrick, I just want to know what that conversation would look like. You know what I'm saying? Like what do you say to him?
Hey, Pat. Hey, why are you calling me at 4 o'clock in the morning? I'm in jail. What?
Here's my thing, right? That's my brother. I'm going to the house and I'm seeing you face to face, and we're gonna have a nice conversation because you're fucking with my shit now, bro. But
I'm sorry. The way Patrick Mahomes talks, can you have a serious conversation with him?
No, that's even gonna make it better. That's even gonna make it better. Like,
listen, Jackson, this is my serious voice.
Jackson, you gotta stop it, Jackson. Jackson, stop. You gotta stop. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. And my girlfriend, my wife now, she's mad at me. Like, we gotta stop this stuff. Stop it. Like, get out
of here, bro. Like, you gotta just, how can you chew him out? You know? Like, what are you gonna say to him? You can't say nothing. You need to stop. You need to stop it. You need to stop it. Stop kicking him in the mouth. You didn't win the Super Bowl. I did. I'm the MVP. I'm the quarterback. You're a TikTok. Shut up. And you're only that because of me. Like, cut it out.
That's what he's gonna do to him. That's what the conversation. I wish I knew his wife's name. I would have said it, but
Brittany Bone.
It's what? It's ugly. What?
Brittany.
Oh, Brittany.
It's Brittany. Brittany. It's Brittany, bitch.
It's Brittany. You're upsetting me and Brittany. Okay. You can't just imagine his hype speeches. Like when he's hyping him up and he's giving his speeches in the huddle, it's ridiculous. You laugh. You're like, what? You can't get amped to that. Did y'all see?
And then he walks away from the way he walks.
Yeah. He walks on his tippy toes. I hate when he does this. He does this to, that shit burns my fucking biscuits when he does this. Like, what the fuck I look like, Dave? Get the fuck out of here.
It burns your biscuits, Frank.
Yeah, it does
It
burn
burns your biscuits.
It does. Every time we watch, when we're on FaceTime and watching the game, and he does this right here. Like, what is that? Fuck, man. Anyways, I'm sorry. That just upset. Did you see Kelsey slam the trophy? No.
Yeah, after he shot the beer out of it or chugged the beer out of it.
Somebody got to control this man, you know?
I couldn't even inhale my vape. Okay, next topic. Henry Ruggs will plead guilty to DUI resulting in death and misdemeanor vehicle manslaughter in the 2021 car crash that killed a woman and her dog. He could serve 3 to 10 years in prison as part of the plea agreement.
Keyword there is could. I was talking to Nick about this. And first off, 3 to 10 years is a lot. And he's copping out. He's copping the plea. So 3 to 10 is a lot. It depends what they want to do, man. He's so young that he could do 3 years straight, still come out and be a problem in the NFL. You know, he's gonna work out in jail. He'll do a lot of working out. So I don't expect him to you know, come back home and be out of shape. I don't know. It depends on how they go on it. And Nikki said, "You think he's gonna serve any time?" And I said, if he doesn't, and he gets probation instead, he better open up 1,000 nonprofit organizations and never drive a car again, ever. I just listen, fans and family. I don't understand why you have all this money and you still choose to drive yourself around. I'm a thousandaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't make millions, and I'm looking at the i7 BMW, thinking, man, if I can get enough money to make get this BMW, I'm not driving it. The i7 I'm leasing it for one. I'm not buying it. And I'm going to sit in the back and have somebody drive me, and I'm going to have the screen come down so I could watch it. If I have money, I'm not driving anywhere. Nori doesn't drive. Nori does not drive his car from Drink Champs. He doesn't drive. He doesn't have a license. So he can smoke all the weed he wants and drink all he wants and not have to worry about killing anybody. But anyways, I hope he does get some kind of punishment. But the good thing about it, he's a young guy, and even if he did 3 years, he still has a promising career. I think that the punishment they live with is not in jail; is going to be within inside of them if they actually care about what they did. I'm sorry. I'll pass it off.
Yeah, I think you know, obviously it was a very unfortunate situation. And I know if he could turn back the hands of time, he would have made different decisions. I really don't think he's going to see real time, especially since he's just taking the plea or whatever. But I mean, I think people need to realize and actually have to have some kind of consequence when you make decisions that decision he made alters somebody else's life, not just his. You know what I'm saying? That whole family now has missed a daughter and her dog, because you know America like animals. They probably gave him more for the dog than the lady herself. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, I think it's messed up. I still think it's messed up. Regardless how he comes out, like Frank said, the bigger punishment is going to live in his head for the rest of his life.
I agree with that.
Now, whatever team decides to pick him up, you better give him that playbook a year out, and you better learn every single play in that motherfucker.
Facts, because I'm signing him.
Yeah.
I'm signing to the lower rookie contract. If the minimum average of the league is 250,000, I'm signing him to 50,000 that year.
And I want you to donate the rest.
Facts. I'm telling you, he's getting signed. He's getting signed.
Okay. So I have 2 pictures to show for this topic. I'm gonna show the Where's the other one? Okay. So this is news. So the Gillette Stadium, first time in 20 years, the Kraft family invested more than $300 million on stadium enhancement. This new project includes a south end zone improvement made last off seasons, which total in addition $225 million investment, which reflects the family's continued commitment to the Gillette Stadium fan experience for the next 20 years. Construction started about 2 weeks ago. So the project will also feature a completely re-imaged plaza leading into the stadium, including a new and enhanced lighthouse. Inside the stadium, there will be a prominent new HD video board, as well as new and improved concession locations and family amenities. So this is what the front of the stadium looks like now, and this is what it's starting to look like, or before and then now. And then this is the new Jumbotron. So before they had the little baby Jumbotron, and now it's gonna take over literally the whole south end zone of the stadium.
Well, you know, I'm just glad they didn't put it over the field. So when you kick a punt, it hits it, and you got to re-kick over again. So I think that's dope.
That's a big Jumbotron.
I mean, yeah, that's huge.
You can watch it from outside the stadium. Like you can watch the game from outside the stadium if you want.
If there's a high rise, you can definitely watch it from there.
Okay. Next, we have Bill Belichick finally has trust in Mac Jones. So Bill Belichick said he absolutely feels the same way about Mac Jones as he did prior to training camp last year when he complimented the quarterback's progress, marking the Patriots coach strongest vote of confidence for his QB.
So I was telling Bree
So
that.
me and Frank talked.
I was gonna say I was telling Bree when she asked me about it that I think he has different ways of motivating somebody, you know, and I don't know his issue. Maybe he was upset with the fact that he went out the house, so he was talking trash. But I think that this is his way of kind of apologizing in a sense. Like I have confidence in him now. Yes, I think he's going to do great. And I think that's his way of being like, you know, I screwed you over last year. You had a great rookie season. You know, you almost won rookie of the year with an offensive coordinator. Instead, I gave you a guy that has a degree in aeronautical science, engineering, or whatever, and was a defensive mind, and I gave him to you with a special teams coach to try to run an offense with lack of talent on offense. And I apologize for that. So I have confidence in you now. So I don't know. Belichick is weird, man. But Mac Jones fits what we like at quarterback in the Patriots, which is a pocket passer, not a runner. And you know, I feel if they get him the right weapons, he'll be okay. I think they get him right weapons and they get a good offensive line. Because he's not scrambling like Josh Allen to get hurt. He's not concussion prone like Tua, and he's not 48 years old like Aaron Rodgers. You know, so I think that Matt can survive the test of time a little better than some guys. So it is what it is. Let's see.
But like I was telling Frank earlier when we were discussing what we were going to talk about, that to me, him going to go work out with Bill O'Brien and Nick Saban in February is no excuse as saying that he practiced with like outside the facility. One, between the months of February to April, facilities are shut down and closed. So he can't practice anywhere. That's why players go to California or go down to Florida, X, Y, and Z, or go back to their colleges to throw and work out. You didn't have an issue with it when he did it after his first rookie season. You didn't have an issue with it in February, March of 2022 when he went back to Nick Saban because he was there with Najee. So, like, to me, that's not an excuse saying, oh, he went out house to go work out and practice. Where else was supposed to fucking throw in his backyard? Like, what other training facilities? You would want him to go practice with Bill O'Brien. You just hired him again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my 2 cents. But I'm happy that he trusts him again. Now let's get the team to trust him, because remember, half of the Patriots players said that they'd rather have Zappy over Mac.
I think Bill O'Brien's gonna be fine for him. He was his OC in Alabama. He had success with him. He's gonna bring him back. There's confident trust there. We have good running backs. I think we'll be fine. And I would remember the Patriots are good to steal 1 or 2 games. They can steal 1 or 2 games in a division. And like we talked on the phone, if Tua gets hurt, the Dolphins ain't the same Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we don't know what the Jets are gonna look like. We see Aaron Rodgers out there practicing with them, and we hope that. And they just got Randall Cobb, so now he has more weapons. He got Lazard, he got Cobb, he has his OC that he had when he went back-to-back MVPs. So we don't know what the Jets gonna look like. The Jets might win the Super Bowl this year, y'all. They might win the Super Bowl this year. They are very. Their defense is good.
Aaron Rodgers taking them on field trips. Their
Yeah,
camaraderie.
he's fine.
He looked really good. He looked
looks
really
happy.
good. At
He looks happy.
OTAs.
He does.
He looks happy. He looks rejuvenated.
Definitely.
He doesn't look old and beat up. Remember, he looked older than Brady. That's crazy. So, you know, now he looks happy. He's at the Knick game. They smiling. Sauce got the sauce on the sauce chain. You know what I'm saying? It's
They went to watch hockey 2 days ago.
yeah. He even got
like
a black girl now. I heard.
30 people.
Okay, so he's buying into the culture.
Yeah, it's a good thing that he ain't.
He probably do. He probably got him a little shorty from the Bronx.
Yeah, he got a little.
Hey, it's a good thing he ain't bring the entire staff or the entire players from the Green Bay Packers over there.
So I saw something on Facebook. They said they're going to trade the fans next.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, Bree, I don't see it up here, Bree, in the topics. So I was going to touch on it real quick. Me and Bree was talking. I said I'm excited for the AFC this year. Hey, the AFC is popping, bro. AFC is not up for grabs. AFC is up for grabs. It's not a for sure bet. Like the Eagles can go into the NFC like, we got it. We killed Purdy for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Purdy's gone this whole season. You
don't have faith in Samantha?
Well, it is the 49ers. He could do something. However, he's coming into a new system. So that's what I'm saying.
He's coming into a new system with offensive genius. So
yeah, he is. So we'll see what happens there. They're in the West. You know, the Eagles don't respect Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what do you do?
I don't think anybody.
No, they don't. You know, Shady McCoy doesn't.
Y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't see that clip I sent you with the Cowboys fan. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a fan," and they was like, "Well, who's your favorite player?" The dude was like, the quarterback, and it was Carson was the one doing the interview. He was like, "What's the quarterback name?" He was like, "Brett." So that tells you how much people respect the Cowboys.
Oh my God!
Did y'all see when AJ Brown and Michael Parsons was watching the NFL draft, the first round, and the Cowboys' first pick is some kid. Michael Parsons was so hyped. He was like, "Let's go!" He was jumping up and down.
It's Flowers. They picked Flowers.
AJ Brown was like, "Look at him being fake happy. He don't even know who that is."
No, dude, no. Not in his defense. Whoever he was sitting on the couch, because it was a group of them, a few of them. He showed them the phone where earlier that day he had he had suggested that they pick Flowers if they had the opportunity. Now he did show his proof.
They were talking shit. He was like, "Look at him being fake happy." He don't even know who that is.
So I guess what's your take on the AFC with all these quarterbacks?
AFC is super duper dangerous. It is the best conference to be in, to be honest. It's the conference that everyone's going to forever talk about. Sorry, June. When you hear NFC, all you think is 49ers and Eagles. You know, when you hear AFC, you think of all divisions, you know. But no, I'm very, very excited. I think that this season will be the one to watch, especially when it comes to all these great quarterbacks and all these weapons and all the noise that was being made during the offseason and the draft. It's going to be hard to say who's going to make the playoffs. It's going to be hard to say who's going to step up, and because everybody's out there. It's like the Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm. We got Mahomes, Herbo, Allen, Burrow, Lamar's back, Watson. You got Pickett. You have who else? I feel like
I think Pickett's going to be a monster this year.
He's getting
right?
better. He was getting better
I
last
think
year. Aaron,
he's getting
if he stays healthy.
Tua,
Lawrence down
if he's-
in Sunshine down in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Now you got these rookies coming in.
now you got Bryce Young, CJ Stroud.
Exactly. So, and man, the AFC, if I was a quarterback and I want to win a ring, I'm going to NFC.
And don't forget, Vegas has Jimmy G.
Yeah, they got Jimmy G. If he stays healthy, he's in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's a Super Bowl. So I don't say he's gonna win, but I say he's gonna be there. And it's a lot, man. I mean, and I think that's just off the cuff. That's just, man. You have Allen, Mahomes, Lamar, Burrow.
We know the Eagles are going in the NFC. Now the AFC is going to be hard, especially when it comes to taking a division and then wild card spots. Like if all these teams perform like how their roster wants them, like how their names say they should perform, they're gonna have to fucking fight their Transformers and Decepticons and play them for a wild card spot.
And I talked to Vrabel. When I called Vrabel up, telling him that he was going to the Patriots Hall of Fame, and I'll say, hey man, Mike, I gotta tell you, man, Nikki been talking cash caca on the podcast about the Titans and how much
They must have heard it.
and how much you can't beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, bro. And he was upset, man. He said he got something for y'all with his team. So I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I'm excited for the AFC. NFC, I don't know if I'm watching a game. It's gonna be boring. But AFC, I'm definitely tuning in. Because that's what, in my opinion, that's where the competition's at. June's team's gonna have a cakewalk just showing up.
Look, we ain't gonna start this again before the season started because it sounds like Nikki regurgitating the Eagle season last year right there in that statement. The Eagles gonna do what they do, and I think everybody's sleeping on a lot of teams. I personally don't think that. I mean, if we break down the AFC, I mean, come on. I mean, you got the Green Bay Packers in New York. You got what's his name? You got Lamar Jackson with the rest of the team, OBJ. You got the Miami Dolphins. Hopefully Tua's good. If not, they're gonna have the same probably outcome as last year, except they got Mike White. That's probably the best thing for them right now. But shit, man, we'll see.
All right, now we got pictures. Yeah, we have 6. Start, sit, cut. So you have Dawkins, Reed, and Palomalu. I know I saw this one and I contemplated for like 20 minutes, but I know what I want. You already know I'm starting Palomalu, hands down. I'm starting Palomalu. I'm benching Dawkins and I'm cutting Reed. Sorry, I got Dawkins over Reed. I got to Dawkins was like, it's Dawkins. Like, but then again, I can start Dawkins, bench Palomalu, cut Reed. Also. Or I could start Palomalu and Dawkins because they play for 2 different positions and then just bench Reed.
Man, this is rough.
I'll do that. I'll start Dawkins and Palomalu. They play 2 different positions and I'll bench Reed. There we go. No one got cut.
Damn. Who you got, June?
I'm starting the Wolverine. Palomalo is sitting, and I'm cutting Reed.
Okay, that I can see that idea.
Mm.
But out of all of them, Reed is great, a monster. He's great. He's amazing. But when you hear Palomalo and Dawkins, it's like.
So I'm starting Troy. I'm starting Palomalo. I'm a big Palomalo fan. The dude here. The only flaw he had was that you could look him off and he'll bite. He's like he's a rocket. He's not a missile. He's a rocket. He once you let him go, that's where he's going. And some quarterbacks that knew how to look him off and he'll bite. But when he didn't bite, impactful. Then I'm gonna go Dawkins only because of what he meant to the Eagles.
I wouldn't even say what he meant to the Eagles. I would say what he meant to the NFL.
But yeah. And then Reed, I would cut him not because he's not good, because he was also great.
He's also great.
Also part of a big defense with Lewis and all them guys. You know what I'm saying? So Dawkins was a monster. I remember him in his era, in his time, he was nice. You know what I'm saying? So, but Troy's my man. I'm going Troy all day.
Yeah, Troy. Troy Dawkins Reed. Nikki?
So I don't know name, but purple's my favorite color, so I'll start Reed. I will sit Alamalu, get the fuck rid of the damn eagle. Cut.
Whatever.
Nikki, I need you. I got some homework for you. I need you to do your history of all three of these players. Watch highlight videos.
I made my pick.
Since you don't know who they are, huh?
I made my pick.
No, I understand
No, you
you
did
made
not.
your pick, but saying that since you said you don't know who any of those three are, I would say definitely watch them because these three are great players that I think everybody should know about these three when you talk about a good defensive player.
So make it again.
They're the blueprint of what you're supposed to look like on the field, basically.
Yeah, I still would cut easy.
It's a hater, yo. You know that? You're always gonna be the biggest hater that I know.
Okay, now this one is going to be very, very hard. Okay, as you can see, you have quarterbacks of then and of like future and then somewhat present, right? So you pick a quarterback duo to take you to the Super Bowl and win, both in their primes.
To win both in their primes?
Yes, both in their primes to win you 2 Super Bowls. You pick the 2 quarterback duels from the same team to take you to the Super Bowl and win in their prime.
I'm going to Colts just because they're in my division.
I'm going Elway and Manning.
See, I'm cut between the man who won back-to-back Super Bowls, and 4 of them, Bradshaw and Big Ben in their primes. Those are easy Super Bowl wins. But also, I'm thinking of Favre and Rodgers in his prime. So, but then you also have Manny and Sims.
They were similar, good defenses. I didn't go with them. I didn't go with Brett Favre and Aaron. Not because I don't believe in them. It's just that it took so long for Brett Favre to get one, and it had a great defense with Reggie White. And Aaron Rodgers had a top 10 defense. Bledsoe never won a Super Bowl, and he went to one before Brady. So I'm not going to pick them. I already talked about the Sims and Manning. Big Ben and Bradshaw. Bradshaw's Super Bowls, when you look at his stats, he wasn't that great. So when you're looking at the defense being great. If I'm looking at an offensive player to do it, like just going off the quarterback.
Oh, if I'm looking offensive, going straight off the quarterback, I'm picking Barton Rogers.
Yeah, I would go Elway and Manning. Montana and Young was appealing, but you know, Young he only won what? One by himself.
Mm-hmm.
He has 3 total, but he won 1 by himself. So, and Manning, see, Elway went to 5 Super Bowls and won 3, I think. So, and Peyton went to 3 and
What
won.
about Aikman and Staubach?
So I thought about that too. I looked at that. Based on what
Troy Aikman was he was good. He's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it wasn't just him. They had a great defense. And they had Charles Haley. They also had Emmitt Smith, Michael Irving. I forgot who the tight end was. But I mean, you can go either one. With them two is good. You know, in today's era, I don't know. I think you can't go wrong. Marino never won one.
Mm-mm.
He went to one and that was it. Never went back. Had all the passing records, but he never went back to the Super Bowl. So I mean, and Mahomes and Dawson, who else? Dawson.
Dawson.
Yeah, I never. Maybe I gotta do some research, but yeah, I go Elway and Manning. That.
Howie?
Oh, sorry.
Your name on Zoom is Howie.
My bad. We'll go with Elway and Manning.
Okay. Nikki?
Bray, I went first.
Oh, we didn't hear you. Did y'all hear her? I didn't hear her.
She said Hurts and McNabb.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know who she picked. I forgot. She did pick somebody. I just forgot who she picked.
I said I'm going with the Colts because they're my division.
Yeah, that's what she did say.
Okay. All right. Start, bench, cut. Austin Eckler, Christian McCaffrey, and Alvin Kamara.
Easy.
Start Christian, bench Alvin, cut Austin.
I'm starting Austin, benching Christian McCaffrey, and I'm cutting Alvin.
Yeah, I actually agree with Bree.
Me too.
Like start bench cut, like right now, like today. If you have to start bench cut today.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm going McCaffrey start.
Yeah, I'm going McCaffrey start.
That dude's a problem. Healthy?
Yeah, if he stay healthy. Yep.
But that's the downfall for AK too.
He stayed healthier than Christian for me.
And he's a beast.
Yeah, he is a beast, but he hasn't really been making too much noise. He's also injury prone now too, and he's facing and legal issues too. So I'll cut him right now. I'll cut him.
Oh, AK? Yo, yeah, I listen. He on the list because I've been cutting him. He fell under the line for me.
She said he been on the list. Yeah, I don't know. Austin, I like Austin. But Christian, he's been on 2 different teams and made a big difference on both. So
I mean, it really don't matter. The consistent thing was 2 of them we were keeping and everybody was cut. Well, no, Frank, you kept AK.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, got to go.
You're on the bench.
No. That's where he's gonna be after he served the time for beating up that man.
All right, both in their primes. Who you taking for the big game?
Oh,
the
Brady.
big game being in the Super Bowl. Brady or Montana?
Brady, 28-3. Brady.
Montana.
That's nice.
Nikki, do you know who Montana is?
No, I just had to go against Brady.
I'm taking Brady. Jim? I mean, Howie, sorry. Howie.
Take your time, Jim.
Well, definitely not Sunshine. So I'm gonna go with Brady.
Always a hater.
Okay. So build the best quarterback with $10. So for arm strength, you have Allen, Prescott, Daniel Jones, Matt Ryan. For accuracy, you have Joe Burrow, Tua, Geno Smith, Zach Wilson. Speed, Justin Fields, Patrick Mahomes, Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, and then IQ, Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, Carson Wentz. Remember, you only have $10. $10. $10.
Let me go.
Do you want to go?
Are you going? Hey, Josh Allen,
Okay, that's $4.
Geno Smith,
All right, that's $6.
Jared Goff,
Okay, that's $8.
and Kirk Cousins.
That's
I
11.
know. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold.
$10. Okay, me arm strength, I would go. So I will go Matt Ryan for $1 for arm strength. Then I would go for accuracy. I would go Geno Smith. No, I lied. Accuracy, I would go Geno Smith. That's $3. Speed, I would go Justin Fields. And then IQ, I would go Samantha. Or I can go Kirk Cousins too. Or I lied. I'm going to go Josh Allen for $4. Geno Smith for $2. 4 and 2, that's 6. And then I'm gonna go Jared Goff for 8, and then Kirk Cousins. And then Sam Darnold. That's what I'm gonna do. Josh Allen, Geno, Jared Goff, Sam Darnold. It's my $10.
Yeah, I'm giving money back. For
Go the
real.
first row, Nikki.
I'm going Josh Allen.
Okay, Josh Allen for arm strength. That's 4. You got for accuracy.
I'm broke.
You got $6, girl.
I know. I'm about to go Joe Burrow. Broke.
So that's $8.
I know.
So then Matthew Stafford and Carson Wentz.
There you go.
Right?
So I was looking at this. I was cheating a little bit. I was looking at numbers. But
Oh
you
my God, why'd you do that?
you said something that I kind of can go with. So I would go Matty Ice
Mm-hmm.
for arm strength. I would do Joe Burrow for accuracy.
$5.
Since I really don't care about speed, I'll
But
do
Jared Goff's speed is kind of there. It ain't just the field speed.
I do Stafford.
Okay.
And then I go
$7.
7. So then I go Kirk Cousins IQ. I would actually forego speed and just say F speed and go with IQ, which I'll take Aaron Rodgers. But I like how they mix this up because it's not fair.
Because having Patrick Mahomes under speed, like, that's to throw you off. Because he runs in slow motion.
He does, but he actually gets first downs. So it's crazy. He's not gonna run it for 60 yards, but he'll get you 15, 20, even 10. So yeah,
So this is something that we could really do a quick talk about. Panthers potential offense. You have Bryce Young, Miles Sanders, Terrence Marshall Jr., Adam Thielen, DJ Chark, and Hayden Hurst.
DJ Chark.
That's a problem.
That's a big problem.
If Bryce Young can minimize the turnovers, if Miles Sanders can stay healthy, you have a good slot receiver in Thielen. Hurst is a great tight end. He was good when he was on the Ravens. He was good on the Bengals. Yeah, I think this is fine. What's their offensive line looking like?
And then one more thing that we did not talk about. During the NFL draft, the Eagles made a splash in the middle of the draft like they did last year. So the Lions traded DeAndre Swift to the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't have how much he's getting. Let me look that up really fast.
What, the 1-year contract, like 1.74
Mhm.
or something like that.
I knew Howie. Forgot Howie's here with us, so I knew Howie knew that. But yeah, I think that's a great addition to them. So Swift did say that after the Lions drafted that running back in the first round, it was time for him to go, which I understand why, due to the fact that you just signed a brand new running back to the team, right? He's there a good 4 or 5 years. Then you sign, what's his name, Montgomery,
Okay.
that they picked up 3 years, 18 million, right? So you drafting a brand new running back and then giving somebody 3 years, 18 million. I'm never your I wasn't part of your end goal,
Yeah.
So I want to be somebody's end goal. So I get where he's coming from, Eagles got to steal because guess who else played for University of Georgia? So yeah, June, how do you feel about that trade?
I think it's a great trade, and I think I think Howie's a monster. I like the fact that if he doesn't re-sign with the Eagles next year, that the Lions owe the Eagles a draft pick. I mean, I was like, damn, okay. So I think it's really good. You got a two-headed monster. You got Rashad Penny back there. You got Swift. You got Boston Scott. You got Gainwell. I mean, you can't go wrong with that backfield right now.
I also think that was a good pickup, being that the Falcons stole your draft pick.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
So.
And then we took the Jags. Is that what Nikki said? So we'll go with that.
I think he was a little premature with it, and I think he pulled chalk too early. Players get injured in the preseason. Some people get cut. The rookie came in, doesn't mean y'all can have a dual-headed monster in the back. So I don't know. But if I'm gonna jump ship, I'm gonna go to a team that I think is primed to win. And that was the Eagles. Or that is the Eagles. But my issue is the Eagles' problem is not the offense. It was the defense.
Yeah, but I think losing Miles Sanders, Rashad Penny, I think was good, but again, he is coming off an injury too. So I think just adding that piece right there just kind of solidifies that backfield. Rashad Penny, I won't say we're at 100%, but I think with Swift, I think that puts us near that mark.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I think you guys be fine regardless.
Plus, it's smart because Jalen doesn't have to rush as much as he did when Miles Sanders was injured.
Correct. I mean, again, Eagles, they'll go as far as Jalen will take them. If Jalen comes out there and he performs better than last year, or even just as good as last year, they'll be fine. And that's a fact. Jack. So I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be okay. Eagles, they just can't. What you gonna do? They're good. They're good all around, You Yeah, they didn't win last
Yeah.
year. Guess what? They also went up
Girl
against.
looked so pretty and in between my head coach and my GM.
It almost
I fit
like
in
you
this
should have been,
organization.
you should have been sitting there in the first place. Like that should have been you in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Also, prayers to my best friend Angie. She left for deployment yesterday with the Ford.
Oh, she's on the forward or she's attached to the battle group?
No, she's on the Iwo Jima, and they told her that she has been selected to go on deployment. They told her that 2 weeks ago.
Oh wow. Oh well, she's on a brand new carrier. I heard they got a spa there, so she'd be okay.
No, she when they sent her to get her rack, she told the supply LPO. She was like, why do I not have a wardrobe?
And what they said.
They were like, oh, wardrobes are for officers. She was like, in royalty. Like, what? And the her female LPO started laughing. It was like, oh, you're so funny, RS1. She's like, I'm dead ass serious.
And she's a RS, so they run the staterooms too. So yeah.
She's gonna get one. She's like, oh, bestie. By 2 weeks in, my shit gonna be moved out into a wardrobe.
So stateroom. She's gonna be having her own little room.
Yeah, her little stateroom. Yeah, stateroom. All right, but that is all for the episode. I'll close out first. Another great, successful episode. OTA started. Hopefully, we'll have a lot more news coming out. That is all I have. I hope everyone has a great and fantastic week. Summer is almost here, which means preseason is almost here. And happy early birthday to Nikki. Her birthday is Friday, May 5th. So special shout out, happy early birthday. And that's all I have.
Hey, another good week, another good episode, man. Don't forget to go on, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Also, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, so you can stay on abreast with the news that's coming out, anything we put out. Remember that once the season starts, Thursdays we won't be recording before Thursday. We'll just put our predictions out on Thursday for Thursday's game and a recording on a weekend so that Bree can partake, being that she has now transitioned to the West Coast. But thank you for, listening and watching us. That's what I got.
Hey, happy birthday, Nikki. Get into that Super Mario. Another great week. Peace.
Nick, go ahead. Close out.
America. I low-key forgot that Friday was my birthday. When Bree said that, I said, oh, she's so embarrassing. But Friday is my birthday. Listen, these wonderful people are turds. I just want y'all to know that. I told them that it wasn't all four of us on the phone. It was only three of us. I would not say who the other person wasn't on the phone. But anyway. Oh, I guess he has identified himself. But anyway, I told them that I never played a game system growing up. Like, these kids are so privileged. So they like, you never played this? And I'm like, no, we never have one. And what was Bree's thingy? What did Bree say, June? You didn't play hide and go seek, or what she said?
Oh, yeah,
No,
she did say
June
that.
said that. June said you didn't play hide and go seek before.
No, it was you, Bree. It was 1,000%. Yes, it
I
was
didn't.
you.
I
Yeah,
didn't
it
say.
was definitely Bree.
But then what did you say? Anyway, it don't matter. I'm doing my closing remarks, and I said it was Bree. But
You don't lie on my name.
Y'all stay blessed. I am off this week. Next week I'll be on my way to Hawaii. But yeah, y'all stay blessed. We in May. Y'all do what y'all do. Till next time. Bye.